So there I was, taking a shower, no hot water. The next morning, no hot water. So I go to the closet to check it out. There it is, water leaking from my hot water heater. And what they say, if it's leaking, it's gone. So here I am shopping for a new hot water heater, $600 to start. So when they get there to deliver the thing, they said, ma'am, you're going to have to get a wall taken down for this because the standard is larger now. I said, okay. So I call my friend first to get some advice, and she tells me about this tankless water heater, no bigger than a briefcase. It's energy efficient, and it only takes 15 seconds to heat the water up when you go to use it. That's great. So I'm going to call my friend and talk to her some more about this tankless water heater.
This is our tankless hot water system. What you're looking at is a system that's about the size of a shoebox. This small system actually replaces this old system right here. This old system is about 4 feet tall. If you look at it, it's about 2.5 feet wide.
Right.
This shoebox style tankless system replaces that. One of the big advantages is that you are storing water here, but you're not storing water here. This water gets hot based on demand. So the big advantage is that this thing will go from ground temperature, because this water is coming directly from the ground, to temperature or set point within 15 seconds, which is phenomenal. Great speed. Look, also, you see the temperature is set at 116, and we're actually at 116, and it says Fahrenheit here, F. You can adjust this to read Celsius or Fahrenheit. If you look, it shows the shower head, shows the water spouting out, which means that the water is flowing. But notice how the temperature is holding stable. And this is the advantage of the tankless hot water heater. You can actually lower the temperature. I lower it to 113, it goes right to 113. If I raise the temperature back up to 120, look at what starts to happen. The temperature will start to travel back up to approach the temperature of 120. And that's what you see happening on 119 in this case. And this is how quick you can make the adjustments with the tankless hot water heater. Now watch this. I'm going to turn the water off. Stay right there. I'm going to turn the water off. Turn it off. And once we turn the water off, look at what happens. It drops. The temperature drops. It shows that you're no longer spouting water out. And once the sensor senses less than 0.82 gallons per minute, it will actually shut the system off. So in a second, what you're going to see is the water, the tankless system actually shut all of the electronics off. And that's what makes this unique also, because once it no longer senses water flow, it shuts all the electronics off. It'll go off, meaning that now this system is 99.3% efficient, because the only time electronics is applied is if it senses water flowing through the system. Whereby with this right here, you always have electricity applied. So when you go on vacation for 3 months, this thing is actually running. If you go on vacation for 3 months here, this is not running. The only way it runs is if somebody turns the water on. So with this system versus this system, we're looking at 50 to 60% savings in terms of energy. And guess what? In a store, this size system here that we have will cost somewhere between $390 and $480. In some cases, $500. Just depends on where you get it from. This unit right here is basically $450. So what we're saying is that if you buy this unit, you will save that in a year's time or less. So that your system will pay for itself in less than a year, or right at a year, which is a phenomenal investment. So this is what we have. This is a new product that we're working with, although it's been in the house for a year and a half. But I just wanted to demo it, talk about it a little bit, and introduce you to our tankless hot water system. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Hello, I'm Josh Savage with Uptown Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. I'm going to talk a little bit about water heaters and the sediment that you find inside of them. This water heater here was approximately 10 years old. We pulled it out of a house. It had failed, it leaked at the bottom, and we cut it in half as a good illustration of what might be inside a water heater. And this water heater, which all this at the bottom here is a sediment buildup. This sediment is pretty typical of any water heater about 10 years old. This isn't that much more. Some water heaters are actually half full of sediment, believe it or not. Now, had this water heater been tuned up on a regular basis and flushed out, it would have eliminated the majority of the sediment that we see here and caused the water heater to last for a long period of time.